John had always been skeptical about ghost stories, but tonight he regretted taking a shortcut through the cemetery. The moon was full, casting eerie shadows that danced with the swaying trees. As he walked, the world around him began to change. The familiar tombstones seemed to elongate and twist, forming grotesque shapes. The air grew heavy with a sense of dread, and a thick fog rolled in, obscuring his path. John's heart pounded as he stumbled forward, desperate to escape the growing unease. In the fog, he glimpsed movement. Dark, twisted figures with hollow eyes and skeletal frames slithered between the tombstones. Their whispers filled the air, unintelligible but undeniably sinister. John broke into a run, but the fog seemed to cling to him, slowing his every step. His surroundings grew more nightmarish with each passing second. The ground beneath him turned to sticky, oozing muck, and the once familiar trees now loomed overhead like monstrous sentinels. The creatures were closer now, their bony hands reaching out, their eyes filled with a knowing malice. Just when he thought he could run no more, John stumbled and fell beside a particularly large and ancient gravestone. He noticed the inscription on the gravestone. It was his name. A sudden realization washed over him, bringing both clarity and despair. The nightmare was familiar because it was his reality. John was dead. He had been buried in this very cemetery, and his soul was trapped in an endless loop of horror, forever haunted by the creatures that now surrounded him. The last thing he saw before the fog consumed him completely was his own lifeless body, lying still and cold on the ground.